Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back on the move. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, And there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He fires one deep down the right side. And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great news for the offense as they'll get the ball with tremendous field position inside the 40-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quarterback will keep it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. To the air, it's Rashada. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. They get him down after he makes the catch. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Got a man. It's Bell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to throw. It's Rashada. He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. First down to start the drive after the break. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-9-1, Gators score. Clear, clear. Flex, flex, flex.
They'll go right back to the run. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Cut, cut, cut.
Quarterback checking off. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, punt. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Looking for a productive play on first down. This guy can throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Rashada. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Last plays, well, just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
To the air, it's Rashada. Gets it out quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that flick, but he did get the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about...
Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're bringing heat. That's caught. It's Loveland. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Davis looking to pass. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 1 with the carry.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Davis will throw. Got his man on the right. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia 17, Michigan 14.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if...
Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down.
Get set, get set. Griffin, Griffin.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The give to the single back. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business. On 1st down from their own 22. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Throwing right. And the ball is picked off. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Open runway ahead. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
29 Philly.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
A lot of times you know on 3rd down, in the red zone, you know exactly what you're going to do the next play. You got to the 1. Now it's 4th down. This situation is what you wanted. Go after it. Go for it.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for 1st down. These corners going to give them some space. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
He's tackled at the 27. 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 24, Michigan 14.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Davis will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him and they convert. Got a lot of running room. The 10. the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. San Diego State had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans are psyched for hoop season, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Valley starter. Go. Terrier.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand, we've had success. We got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll try the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. It's a reverse. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got his man. Touchdown, Michigan. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
A first down for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Rashada. He's got his man.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
Situation like this late in the game, and the offense might be content just to barge right into the middle of that crowded run D. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Davis looking to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. They're going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Michigan.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this